Hey everybody, we are finally here for Granblue Fantasy Versus in an offline setting at a big event. It's finally time to find out all that smack talk that's been going on online. You know, I blocked that, I teched that throw, yada yada. It's all shit. It's time to prove it. What's good? I'm joined by Raph, the wonderful, the amazing, the wholesome. By the way, congratulations on getting reaccepted to college. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks for announcing my announcement. I appreciate that.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Already, you're getting already off the bat. Not even 30 seconds in. You're stealing the thunder, the wind underneath my wings. But that's okay. It's our first time offline seeing each other in like 2 years. And I'll let that slide because you are the Ebonic Plague. You are a beloved friend, and now we're here to talk about Granblue.
Yes.
Offline Granblue in the year of 2021. These Skyfarers have come from all across North America. Sailed in here to Orlando, Florida to compete offline. I can't reinstate enough. They are hungry. Over 200 people for offline Granblue.
Yes.
All of the killers are here, and they've been playing since today. Already crazy matches have happened, and now you're going to see them for yourselves as we're going to check out the H pools with a lot of crazy killers. Who do we got?
Oh my goodness. I think you actually have it right in front of me, you know. I just got to be real with you. So we have like Rowlet, Diaphone, Ren, Fu, Nerd Josh, Wind, Alex Smith, and Kizzy K, for example. Also up first, we're actually going to end up seeing Lucy from P&W. So I got a little bit of information on this player, of course, because they're out of my hood. And I mean, I've known Lucy for a hot minute. They're an old BlazBlue player that, well, they just love BlazBlue. If they can stick the word BlazBlue in anything, they'll try to do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's another great game. But I love seeing that cross-pollination across it. So many people who had picked up like Granblue Fantasy Versus coming from so many different communities. It was always a melting pot, but now the community's grown into its own thing so strong, but people always supporting it because it's just that good of a game.
Yeah,
You're gonna see it right now.
Well, I mean, the cool part about it is that like because of a lot of people are always talking about like, oh, you know, Discord is super weird or whatever. You know, I'm not always trying to do that, but like the thing is that there's only one Discord per console, basically. Yeah. Right? And so it's really, really easy to find games. It's really easy to figure out like who you need to speak to about your character. It's really easy to figure out, et cetera, right? So it's one of those things where you can just get very closely knit with the community, and they're welcoming you with open arms, right? Probably a bunch. Okay.
Yeah, that's what's good. Everyone in Granblue just been so about it. It's just like, you want to play our game? Here's everything you know. We want to see you get your best potential. We want you to love this game as much as we do. And they're just so welcoming, right? And that's the way to do it. You don't want to push people from playing your game. You don't want to make your numbers smaller. You want to grow. Yeah. You know, and that's what you have to do, especially with how things have been the last 2 years. Not being able to see each other for so long and all that, you know, they've really embraced it and done such a great job of really making this community so like all-encompassing. I mean, there's always going to be things here and there, and it happens, you know. But at the end of the day, they've really become this really fun thing, and they've come in here and like even with a 10v10, you know, we have like something going on where it's like a little manufactured animosity, and it's fun. But at the end of the day, we're still bumping elbows and GGs and having fun with it. We're just happy to see each other for so long.
I mean, you know, Gandito was I guess, you know, one of the proprietors of that quote unquote manufactured animosity, right? Because Gandito can talk some shit, for real. And he even tried to start a couple of chants and everything, but the problem was he started them too early, and then it came back to bite him. But you know, all right, we can talk about that later. Y'all need to check the VODs because they're right here on twitch.tv/JuicyGameNight. But I mean, this is going to be your one-stop shop for Granblue right now as we're getting into the first game.
Let's do it. Granblue Fantasy Versus coming at you here at CEO 2021.
Yeah, so we're gonna have Beelzebub versus Gran. It's gonna be Vermilion versus Lucy.
Alright, starting out. Just fun characters. Got standard from Gran. I got a basic fireball. I got an uppercut. I'm here just to put that pressure. But man, Beelzebub is become such a monster.
Yeah. In this game. Oh, and you're about to see maybe some of that monster damage if Lucy's able to get to the wall here. Unfortunately, just a bit too far. So rather than go for Chaos Caliber, ends it with Black Flags. Right. Well, you want to talk about another character damage. I mean, Gran has never stopped being high damage, right? Oh. Wake up! Oh, I will give you a present. Chaos Legion!
Oh, I love that from Louis. She's setting the tone, saying, I blocked the jump in. I'm not afraid just to reversal shoot for you. I have an uppercut. I don't have to use that. I'm just going to finish the round.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Throw me? Like,
So round one off of there, and that's going to, we're going to get embrace that virus coming out from here.
and I mean, already just trying to play that mid-range. Like, oh, wow, Karma actually not defeating the Fireball. That's actually one of the functions of Karma. It's supposed to do it, but I guess maybe a little too late on startup.
Yeah. Hitting it right before it becomes active. Okay, finding a little bit hit there. Vermilion on the offense and flash.
It's really funny, too, because both of these players are old BlazBlue plays. Like, oh, yeah, you can't move that way. And, oh, there it is. See, that's what I was talking about with the negating projectiles, right?
Yeah.
Jump D on it. But nice. DP to get out. Vermilion keeping it going. Not too afraid, and that's really nice. That's really important. Just because he busted out with, like, the Super Skybound out one round does not mean that, you know, it's always going to be the case. You can't always be afraid. Nice. Going to be able to get full conversion here. Safe jump.
Opposite, but no reversal throw. Here comes Leshy at the pressure. Sees that one hit. Should just go right into Skybound arm, but didn't want to finish it off. Has to be careful. Here comes Vermilion trying to tie up the round.
Oh man, that 5H was in attempts to probably try to answer it right there. Good blocking universal overhead though. The one teleport. Oh, the two-step on reaction.
Beautiful. Beautiful use. Right in the gap there. Vermilion tying it up with a great reaction.
Yeah, I mean, one apiece right now. I mean, it's already looking like it's going to go down to the wire.
Oh, the big whiff getting jumped in on. It's a great shot from Vermilion.
Okay. Yeah, you know, in this game there is a recovery, right? So like you can't immediately block. You have to cancel it into a button or spot dodge or roll, right? So that's one of the reasons why we got away with that.
Right. Good Amari. Just knowing haters are getting that pressure, but no fear from Vermilion. Great reversal.
Well, it's been no confirm off of it.
Okay, advantage still. Keeping that advantage pressure going with the sweep.
Oh, wow, empty jump on that one. Interesting. Was probably looking for the DP. Wow, Chaos Caliber completely whiffing, but Legoland field to be able to stop. It is 360-degree hitbox, right?
Air to air. Landing, pressure still up there. Small hit. The DP!
Oh, what a call from Vermilion, staying alive. It's just a couple of more mix-ups. Lucy on the tech, though, right there. There's the fireball. But another 5H! Lucy swinging for the fences, trying to catch a home run anywhere.
And he did. Rocked it out of the park and took that round perfectly. Just that 5H running in. A move that, I mean, honestly, playing a startup. You'd think maybe a faster normal, but no. Lucy with that first game here, Vermilion just trying to get in. Taking their time. Needs to approach. These big jumps have been paying off. Luigi, I like that, keeping that distance.
Yeah, and that caught trying to probably walk back or maybe jump after the block string, right? But counter hit on this one. No full conversion because he didn't have Chaos Caliber left, right? So the only way you would have done it is Langland Field or Black Flies.
Yep.
Oh, dive kick on reaction. That can hit, but it might be, that can be a combo, but it's not exactly an easy one.
Going for the tough stuff, but stick it to the easy things. Here we go. Gets that knockdown, gets the safe jump. Oh, jump in, overhead. Do it again.
Yeah, no need to tech the throw, right? Like, you can react.
Counter hit should do it. I like it.
Summoning Bahamut. Not even going to get to, though, because you're going to die. First round.
Kept that combo simple. That's what you want to see.
Yeah.
We're playing a tournament. Don't go for the spicy stuff. If you can hit it like 100%, then that's fine. But you know when you just got to seal the deal, take that round, and now Vermilion again just trying to navigate all the black flies. Oh, anti-air, deep fireball, nice.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that. Like medium fireball is like, it does have that function. It's just the timing. Oh, well, you want to talk about timing?
Nice counter hit, too heavy into that Karma, and then the dive kick on the fireball reaction.
No, wrong input.
Oh no,
that's the command version. Yeah.
Whoops. All that meter just gone, but it's okay. Got all this space to move back. You know, as it builds above, that's what you really want. You have all this room just to kind of chill, spray on the dive. Great for Luis because it's a hard knockdown.
Yeah, you know, actually, I don't think it was so bad. Oh!
No punish!
No punish, yeah, you're right. I was going to say, I don't know if it was so bad for Vermilion because he took away an EX and he, like, still had the life, but now Got the X dive kick, trying to teleport in. Didn't know which side, I don't think. Gonna be able to get a knockdown. No, missed the Chaos Caliber afterwards. Or I don't know if they even had it. Tried to Karma right there, but the 5M on the close. And it closes out the round.
We fighting. They're just scrapping, and this pools match has been nothing but funny. Lueshi feeling it too, bouncing around. I really like that, and just love starting out with the close one. Nice mediums, just using that little leg. Keep Gran in check, but here comes Vermilion with the grab. He's gonna get that corner pressure.
That corner pressure no longer there. Oh, and then actually some hesitation for Vermilion. But okay, here's that Black Flies. So what, that situation is actually like spot dodgeable in theory, right? The problem is Beelzebub can act. And if you spot dodge, he can, you know, whip punish your spot dodge kind of thing. So you really have to pick and choose your battles when it comes to spot dodge and Black Flies.
Right, no fear. Lueshi just putting out all the extras. Every which way it's going to go over the command grab.
Not a counter hit though, and oh, was expecting a button press from Lueshi. The problem is this might, okay, pick the right button, but did not pick the right button. Okay.
That was scary. That was
Everybody
a little scary.
Pick the right punish button, but not the right special cancel. Unfortunate, but still made it happen.
Yeah, had everything ready to go, and that's fine. Lueshi now on match point here against Vermilion. Nice counter hit. Too heavy. He's going to get that karma punish, but
that's so interesting. So I guess that route is specifically to create Oki at full screen because, I mean, if you don't know, Beelzebub can get a ton of damage off that 2H combo, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is like, is it worth getting the damage if you're not really going to get any Oki? So I think that's probably what Lushi is like thinking, right?
Okay. And both players just casually taking their turns back and forth. Nothing crazy. Counter hit in the air, but nothing major. Nice. Again on the reaction. Did he get the right input? Yes, and the full combo. Lueshi getting it right. Blocks uppercut. This should be it.
Okay, 5-8. The problem is there's nothing. Oh, there was no cooldown. Oh, wait, no, he had Chaos Caliber, I think. He just missed up the input. But air to air, not going to matter.
It's all right. Lueshi takes that set 2-1.
Little dicey at some points, you know, some execution flops from the both of them, unfortunately, but that's what happens, you know, first games of the day.
Yeah.
You gotta get your warm-ups beforehand, no excuses.
That's right. Lueshi just giving Vermilion a fighting chance, but Lueshi takes it, advancing in this bracket here. And we got our next players walking up. That is the Melty Blood legend themselves. Scrot Vermilion showing up here. CEO ready to play some good old Granblue. I just love seeing players who, you know, their main game, their big game that they're known for may not be Granblue, but they're here to play and enter and have fun because it's just that good a game.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it.
No, I mean, Scry used to play this game at a point, you know, hadn't really, like, kind of messed with it too much and just decided, hey, like, you know, I'm here for CEO this year, but I'm not entering any other games, right? So I'm going to enter one of the games that I actually, well, also enter Dragon Ball, from what I remember. But, yeah, and is then also running the Type Lumina events on the side. I don't know if signups are closed for that, but, you know, if you're here, I guess you may be just sitting in your hotel room watching the stream, and you want to play some Type Lumina. Scrott's the person to talk to, for sure.
Yep, hit him up and say, let's get some Melty Blood games in, but let's also play some Granblue, because, again, the community is here in full force, plenty of setups. I know they're running a tournament right now, but all yesterday was beautiful. People just here just mashing to their heart's content, and you just love to see it. Got our own little just home in this corner here of this ballroom, this section, just Granblue setups as far as the eye can see, and it's just phenomenal.
It's really nice, yeah. I mean, you know, we've even got like the stands over there. That well, I mean, you guys will see it in the other camera view, but like whenever that comes up. But yeah, like it's just nice to see so many people able to just sit down and like enjoy it, because like everybody's just like, oh man, I can actually whiff punish stuff. Like, you know, it's, oh hey, I've only ever talked to you on Discord, so I've never seen you in person. Like, I don't even know what you look like, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And everybody's just coming together. It's super nice.
And it's beautiful. I think like the most challenging thing is always going to be the PC players having to adjust to PS4. But that goes across like all the games here.
They knew it. They knew what they were coming.
But you know where you're getting into. Because there's some people who are like, hey, let's play some casual. I got my laptop. It's like, I gotta play on console. We need that console practice, because it's not a hugely different world, but it is a difference you can feel. You know.
Yeah.
So good ups to everybody the PC players who are doing work on console here.
Well, I mean,
and making the right adjustments.
All the players that made it out of, well, not all of the players that made it out in winners, but a lot of the players that made it out in winners of their pools are PC players that I can identify, like Zombie and Gandito.
Yeah.
They usually play on PC, right? And they made it out in winners. So, you know, I'm just saying, like, it takes a slight adjustment, but you can make it happen. Hell, you can actually make it happen on your own PC. You know, you can just turn VSync on, and you can like try to simulate the input delay, right?
Yeah. Try to get as close as possible. The little thing you got to do, and that's the amount of prep that comes into returning to a major. And everyone remember how to do it, you know? They're like, okay, let's focus. Let's make sure we're playing in that same environment because every event is different. So you always got to make sure you are doing well. Yeah. In that sense, you're preparing for what you're going to be because you got to, am I be able to play with audio? You know, things like that you have to take into a factor.
Yeah, well, first game, so like I said, we got Scrot versus Echo right now. So Scrot's going to be on the UL, and then Echo is going to be on the Lancelot, which Scrot has been practicing a little bit just to get ready for CEO. You know, I know we talked about the fact that like Scrot had not been playing Granblue, but at the very least was trying to at least to be ready, right? Yep. So, yeah, all right, that's one of the important things is you already got to be looking out for 6-6X from Lancelot, right? Like those moves are really annoying to deal with. Plus frames. Yeah, doesn't plus anything. Not plus frames there, but it's rock, paper, scissors, right? You just got wrong.
Doing the turn back, and now just in the stance. That stance from UL can be tricky to deal with if you're not fully prepared. Turbulence, good reaction. Stopping it with the uppercut. But Echo finding the 2U. They grab. Nice mixes here from Scrod. Put in that blender. And just taking their time. Clash battle. Who we got?
The Clash battle is so important because like a lot of auto combos are really good, but Turks have dragon punches, right? So you might want to clash, you know, or you're gonna spot dodge, right? Clash battles in this game have so many more options than a lot of other games.
The one thing I'm seeing from Scrot that's been really nice is this very good just blocks.
Yeah.
Oh, but the open up on the small frame track, Echo with the first round there with the record pressure.
The problem is just defend in this game, it only gives you meter, right? Yeah. So it doesn't really. Like you can just defend all day, but if you're not trying to get out of the block string, that's like maybe fake or whatever. It's you're just gonna get a bunch of guard, and then you can't use that bar. But nice 2H Foxfire combo. Let's go.
Good damage and that corner carry into that setup. Overhead counter hit. See that damage. It's gonna be not enough. It's gonna put it to one more mix. Finishing the job.
Okay, combo limit and in stance too, so you gotta watch it. Yeah, there was the stance cancel and everything. You can see when she stance cancels by the little, like, the bubble, it kind of pops, right? Like, to show you as an animation.
Yeah, and as soon as you see the fire gone as well, the little fire at her feet.
Yeah.
Puts it out. But Echo with the corner pressure gets off the wall. Nice block!
Yeah, on the double overhead. That's, I mean, triangle jump is a little weird, but
no.
Beautiful. Right into super skybound arc. This should kill. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't, but, I've been wrong yesterday, so. All right.
There we go. And I love this here. I miss the crowd pop so much.
Yeah, the people cheering for their homies.
There they are. Getting loud. That's what I miss that. I miss that so much. Live audience, man.
Yeah, it was so hard for me earlier because I was playing in pools and, like, the dude had an entire entourage behind me. Yeah, meaty.
Yeah, I like it. Scrot, again, happy to block. Gonna build that bar just from doing it so. Fighting out of the corner. Nice tech though from Echo. Gets a sweep.
Oh, wow. He's looking for the DP, it looks like, but okay. Jumps over with the universal overhead.
Okay. Knockdown. What's the setup? Goes low. Nice blocks again from Echo.
Oh, no. Second time. Foxfire combo straight into Skybound. Just regulars. It's not going to be a ton, but,
Yeah.
The point is to put them in a check situation. There's the 2-2X. Caught the anti-air right there, but now you're in the corner. This is going to be a little bit difficult to deal with here, depending.
Yeah, one hit into Super Skybound Art. No anti-air, counter hit again.
Again?
Finds it, and Scrot with a round on the board.
Yeah, I think we've identified or at least Scrot has identified a problem for Echo right now, and it's that they're trying to stand tech not on reaction, but as a guess, right?
Yes.
So you see the universal overheads getting counter hit, and that's basically like the best starter that every character has in the game, right? So it's like, I mean, there are a few exceptions, but universally it's really strong.
Yeah, you're gonna get just incredible damage there. The payoff is great. Nice pressure here. Echo just wants to keep Scrot in the corner, but Scrot again stealing his turn back. It's all guesses, all day, every day. And there we go. Nice sweep. Coming in, here comes Echo. No anti-air, letting the unique jump come through. Scrot now putting all this pressure.
Yeah, I think Echo was probably afraid of the. Oh well, I mean, hey, look, you identified it for me, Scrot. I'm gonna identify it for you right here. You thought I was throwing, it ain't happening.
Everyone always gets that up close. It's a hard habit in a lot of fighting games. Or like, my opponent's close to me. It's time to grab. I need to do a throw because that's gonna be like the fastest option. And then, nice. Another grab? No. Nice run-up block from Echo. I really like that.
Yeah. Oh, and then the RPS again right there.
Turbulence? Okay.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Super
gonna
Skybound
get
in between, but no, it's just a bit too slow, and the 2U to punish. Echo staying alive on that one. I mean, now on set point, actually.
That's right. Looking to put Scrot into losers. Echo just staying extremely solid here. I love that, just a light attack. Making sure that not heavy pressure that's able to block the Super Skybound out there. But how can they close out here against Scrot, who's looking to try to mount a comeback. Big jump. Stuffs out of the X. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Not taking it anymore. Echo. Oh, but they're dropping the combo. I mean, at the very least, you got it in the corner, right? So it's okay. Yeah, you're talking about the unique action on the air, trying to stall, right? I mean, it's like any other dive kick in the game. Oh, no,
Reset.
I think that might have been...
Interesting.
Was that a reset or a drop?
Well, it became a reset.
Yeah,
it became
yeah.
a reset.
I mean, we call those American resets for a reason, I guess, you know.
Nice uppercut again. Anti-air reactions have been great for Scrot, avoiding any kind of like turbulence in all situations under pressure. The check.
Yeah, that's one of the ways that you deal with that. It is a plus flame situation, right? If she makes you block that. Skybound?
Yep, okay.
It is a light starter.
Not enough. Echo with one last chance, gonna wake up. No, turbulence! That should do it with the Super Skybound Dart.
My goodness. Picking correctly on the wake-up options. Yeah, Echo breathes a sigh of relief as was able to make the Super Skybound Dart happen. And 2-0 for Echo.
Good stuff. That's how you want to start your day here in pools, taking down such a strong, established player. With this again, Scrot's blocks were like really strong, but I don't think he was able to keep the pressure on as well as he did. Because like a lot of his pressure ended with like, okay, let me dice roll with uppercuts. But your reward isn't like that huge on that.
No,
you're doing like a light uppercut, you're resetting neutral, and like Lancelot has that mobility and thrives in like that kind of setting. So just giving, like sure you're getting a little bit of damage on Echo, but then he gets to just play his game as well as he can, and you're not really, you're taking your turn back, but you don't get much from it, so.
Yeah.
It's how it goes when you kind of play sometimes RPS, where it's in your favor, but the reward isn't as high as you'd like it to be.
Yeah, I felt like RPS was actually a big point of contention at first, right? Like, I mean, you know, obviously we talked about the universal overheads. Now we're talking about the fact that, you know, you DP after the string.
Yeah.
That is, it's what, -2, I believe. The numbers are fickle. It doesn't really matter too much. It just matters that it's only negative enough that you can't punish it and that you have to deal with her Dragon Punch if it comes up, right?
Yep.
And so because of that, you know, the RPS was like a weird point of contention for Echo, and then in the last round, cleaned it up real well, and then even tried to like gave Scrot a taste of his own medicine, right?
Yeah.
So that was, I think that's like an important adaptation. It's just like, all right, well, I mean, you know, I see you're doing this to me. That's probably because you think it's strong.
Yeah.
And if you think it's strong, that means it might work versus you too.
Exactly. I mean, that's the always thing. Never, you know, it's a common like theory for like fighting games. You always got to make sure you never assume that your opponent's ready for everything.
Yes. Yeah.
You always got to show something, even if it's layer 1. It's like, oh man, this person's only going to be playing at layer 3. It's like, no, dial it back. Try the basic thing, because if it works like universal overhead, might as well, because you get counter hit, blow the game right open. So it's little things like that. It's like never like knock the simple stuff, because, oh, people are prepared for it, because once it works and it happens, then it's like, well, sometimes you always got to go back to layer 1, or if you get so far advanced in a set and everything starts like evolving, then it's like, let me just mix it up by bringing back like just the basics. And it's a lot to think about, but it's very, you know, you just have to have that game plan and just know when to just make those minor adjustments and bring those little elements back in when you have to.
Yeah, well, I mean, got a lot more pool action going, so we're going to see that happening a lot more with different players, seeing how the elements come into play, seeing how people adapt. But we got the canon matchup. This is the OTP right here. Zeta, Vasaraga, and this is X-Slayer on the right side of the camera there on Vasaraga. X-Slayer is also PNW, just like Lucy.
Okay.
So, you know, X-Slayer has been playing this since launch, has never stopped. But the thing is about X-Slayer, he started with Vasaraga, right? And then he switched characters like 3 or 4 times, and now back Vasaraga versus Cepheus on the Zeta.
Look, the Vasaraga ride has been tumultuous.
Yes, but it's real good right now, let me tell you.
Definitely. Look at this character, gets the EX thrown, and that pressure just going to finish it off.
Yeah, that close medium. Oh, UHK just going to let it all rock. Yeah, I was trying to chip out on that one, but chip gut saving. Not going to save anymore because it only saves you 1 time.
Yeah, knew he wasn't going to have the Skybound art ready to go. So it's like, let me just reset to stop pressure. Got a hit, but could have confirmed it to finish it, but that's fine. X-Slayer looking violent here. Cetheus, not too sure. But now they're playing their range game. Trying to get in. You got to be careful against Basaraga. He's so tall. If you do those early jump-ins, you might lose your turn. Oh my god, here we go. Oh my god, it's right.
Yeah.
Armor through.
Now, he did have to give up 2 cooldowns just to be able to push Cepheus into the corner. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's the one, like, win there for Cepheus because he doesn't have to worry about tackle for a little bit. It tackle's back now. Fireball is here, and now you have to worry about command grab because X-Slayer loves that command grab. Oh, mash out. Maybe that was looking for a throw on that one, but 5H. The Hail Mary, there's that command grab. Soul Forge on knockdown, and there it is. Yeah, you still do get meaty pressure after Soul Forge activation, which is great for Basaraga because Soul Forge is a bread and butter of his armor staples.
Yep. And tell us a little bit more about Soul Forge. What is it for the folks at home who are not too familiar? Like I said, every character has like a unique action in this game. Everyone has a special button design to do something unique to each one. Basaraga is Soul Forge.
Yeah, Soul Forge is essentially a state that he can activate. You see him, like, he doesn't beat his chest, but he just kind of that right there. And you can see the icon under him. That means he has Soul Forge active. So now he can put armor on the regular specials and everything. Well, there it is. There's armor on the Walk It Out, right? Well, more armor, I should say. Because before, so like, some of the armor has like a couple of hits, but Soul Forge is like, yeah, whatever, bro.
Then, like, another hand, you have Zeta, whose hers is just like kind of stabs you on the ground, but in the air, she starts bouncing around. And it could be great pressure, but X-Slayer just not letting Cepheus get a chance to get a knockdown and start that really hard to stop, like, Zeta pressure. Have the opportunity here. Cepheus has to keep Basaraga corner, but backs it up and lets him free.
Yeah, unfortunately kind of jumped over, tackled at just the right time, unfortunately the wrong time, I should say. Trying to catch the jump over there, the sweep right there, oh buddy. And the 5 Ls, just to be able to finish it off.
It's safe, it's always good. I like that option because you remember, like, Zeta's a character, her reversals are all based on armor.
Yes.
So if you're doing like a light attack, you have a chance to like see the EX flash, block it out, or maybe prepare with something little there. Oh, the charge tackle, gonna catch. Cepheus jumping in now. Soul Forge after the command grab. There's the unique attack, but I love seeing that. Armor coming through. Speaking of armor, oh my god, X-Slayer smells blood in the water and takes that set pretty handily over Cepheus.
I gotta say, X-Slayer was perfect on his meaties every time. You could tell because of all the counter hits on Wake Up that he got with the close medium, right?
Yeah.
The close medium was finding its mark left and right. And I mean, even if it doesn't, right? Even if you don't hit with it the first time, it's plus on block. You're just gonna swing again, and you're gonna be like, okay, it either hits or I just gotta continue my block string. Like, it's X-Slayer had that offensive pressure structured very, very well. Dealt with the situations required. Unfortunately, Cepheus is going to that losers bracket, but you know, X-Slayer moving on.
X-Slayer's moving on, and we will be too. So stick around. We're gonna have a quick video ad for all y'all, but then after that, more Granblue versus pool action here at CEO. Stay tuned.
The most important thing for me is drama.
All right, everyone, welcome back. More CEO with Granblue Fantasy versus Pool action here. I am Raph. With me is the Bionic Plague. We saw 3 amazing matches to start off today, and they're only going to get better.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I mean, I was going to say they're only going to get better gradually, but we've already hit one point that I think everyone that has been following Granblue Fantasy Versus and the attendee list here in CEO was looking forward to. That's right, Japan's Ren is up on here. Oh, have they been playing? It started already.
Japan
okay, well,
versus Puerto Rico.
Yes, Japan versus Puerto Rico. This is one of the best parts about CEO so far, is that we have had so many different like regions represented on the attendee list. Obviously, one of the big ones being Japan, but we will never, ever sleep on Puerto Rico in this game. Do not do it.
Of course, you can't. The Caribbean in fighting games makes monsters. But Ren already with a strong first game here with that Charlotta, and again, there's not a lot of international people who come here. So seeing Ren come through for the first big offline US Granblue Fantasy Versus tournament, that makes me so happy. Because you know they're grinding it out in Japan. They're part of those rage tournaments. They're making a splash there.
Overhead on that one. Yeah, I mean, like, fake the tick throw setup right there. Was able to get big damage off of it. Gonna cycle those cooldowns here. No, you didn't. That might have been because of the cross-up, that might have been an accidental input. But, like, if you get that fireball at 6, that is plus on block, right? So, like, now it's a real precarious position.
That's fine. Ren resetting the neutral as that spacing there. Has the meter here for the Skybound art. You cannot be throwing these clones out at such a close range. Ren just waiting opportunity to blast on through. But nice.
You know, that makes me wonder if, like, oh, well, Super Skybound art on Wake Up. I guess I'll have to ask that question later. Okay, safe. Oki by Ren. Set point now.
All right, doing it for all the potatoes out there. The Charlotta crew rooting for that. For Ren, I wonder what PGW is. I gotta find out.
It's a sponsor. It's the Kamizono is also sponsored by PGW.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what their big thing is. I'll check after this. But yeah.
Oh, the demon flip low. Nice damage there with the hard knockback continuing with the reversal throw. Okay. found.
Oh, tried to go for the wake-up parry, which, I mean, a lot of six stuff is meaty, right?
Yeah.
So, like, it's pretty rare that somebody would not do a meaty thing with 6 because of the pressure that he can exude.
Yeah.
I like the decision from Ren. Unfortunately, it didn't work out amazingly. Yeah. Solid Papu Hando is really playing this neutral a little bit better right now. But oh, what a read!
Oh, you say it!
What a read!
The gap saw right through it. Ren taking that set 2-0, making it count, and good stuff.
Red Rooster, unfortunately, going to be going to lose. He's one of the best Granblue fantasy versus players in the entire planet, honestly. Ren, I mean, in the 10v10, we didn't actually get to see a whole lot of Ren. We did get to see a dope comeback from literally a pixel of health. But, I mean, we didn't get to see a whole lot, right? Because every game was first to one. Now we actually get to see full sets. And, I mean, you'll notice that Ren definitely has the spacing. Ren has the, and it's not just like the spacing, it's a threatening set of movement that makes the opponent want to do something, right?
Yeah.
And then his option is like, well, I mean, you're going to do, the best option here is to jump, the best option here is to dash, right, or whatever. You're going to press a button, and you'll notice like that there was a lot of the whiff punishes on deck, was able to skybound art in between the string. I mean, I only wish we saw the first round as well, because like, you know, we get more, like, more Ren is what I want to see in the first place, right?
I 100% agree with you. That's what I want to see just in general is the players, I want to see the answers.
Yes.
Like, I know I love people's pressure, I love people's combos. I want to see what answers people have, because this is a game where there's so many things you can take advantage of, and there's so many knowledge checks. Like any other fighting game, but they're so pronounced here because of just how each normal is, how so many numbers are really different, multi-hit, however, and just like how spacing dictates so many little things. So how well will people bring that online knowledge that they've accumulated from playing online tournaments and whatever, and really just like check other people trying to get away with stuff and see that, like, we saw answers there. Yes. From Ren against 6, because it's the thing, like, that character is like the last DLC character that come out, very good pressure, a lot of tricky things there. What do you have against those tricks?
Yeah.
And we're seeing Ren showing some answers here and there on defense, and that's what I live for.
Yeah.
It's just really people saying, I've broken down these matchups so well with how my character can operate there, that just it really shows that fun defensive part that can shine, especially in a game like Granblue that has a lot of solid defensive options that'll let you shine in that regard.
Yeah, and I mean, Ren is straight out of Japan, right? So obviously, okay, I'll talk about this. Ren is straight out of Japan, and they are big on 6, right? I mean, 6 won the last Rage, and you know that was a big deal, obviously. And Ren himself plays 6, right? So if there's a character that you need to know the matchup for in this game, 6 is one of a few, right? Because you're going to run to that character no matter where you are, I think. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about this. This is Lucy versus Alex Smith, I believe.
Yes, that's Alex Smith on board.
Yeah,
yes.
so we're going to be seeing Charlotta versus Beelzebub. Alex Smith put in so much goddamn work in that 10v10, and I mean, we kind of okay, let's be real. We expected Alex Smith to do very well.
Okay, good.
Because Alex Smith is very strong.
On Alex
right?
Smith.
And we're all aware. But he put in like mad work. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Alex Smith, this is not their first rodeo. They've been playing Street Fighter 4. They're been around the block. Over a decade of fighting game experience, and they've played so many different games.
And that's
at a strong level, and you're going to see that here. That grind, that foundation is going to shine. And he always plays the characters like Charlotta. He's always about it. So let's see what he brings against GBFV rollback fruition.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, Lucy is always wanting to do the talk about BlazBlue if you can. And I mean, UCF rollback is what I'm about as well. Okay, not blocking the overheads here, left and right. Chaos Caliber on the spacing though. Alex Smith has already identified a lack of reaction. And just honestly, I would not be surprised if Alex Smith just got 90% of his damage in the set from universal overhead at this point, right?
Yep.
Like,
hey, you don't want to stand up. Not his problem.
You gotta listen to Ludacris. Stand up! Stand up! Holy ladder on that one. Just kind of jumps out of the pressure though. Ooh, good challenge though.
Okay. Crouching medium. That nice little leggy coming through.
Black Flash to catch the spot dodge right there. Yeah, just holding it. And I like that. Alex Smith is like, well, it's not going to do all that much chip. I don't need to do anything fancy here.
Yeah, Lucy just getting these little hits from the neutral, but now Alex Smith with the corner pressure. Oh, it's scary to check. The dive in, though.
Oh, not getting Chaos Caliber. There's the skybound art just to get through.
Yep, I like that.
damage.
Get the neutral, have that spacing again here.
Oh, that was
Oh
overhead
my
blocked.
god!
I think it already had that pumped from doing 5H, right? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like that was the attempt.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
there it is. Finally, the throw attempt blown up by the universal overhead. You can tell Alex Smith, like, the very first universal overhead was like a good enough tell.
Yep.
It's like, all right, I'm just gonna swing at him. I'm gonna keep using these.
And that's like the #1 thing that Granblue Fantasy Versus players, when you get in the community, they're gonna teach you is stand teching is what you will die.
You are gonna learn your bad habits.
You will.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
That's how this game works. Is you cannot have stuff like that going on in your repertoire. Tried to get the whip punish, just barely missed. Got the karma hit though. It's just a knockdown, not a ton of damage, but it is always a safe jump, right? Mix up.
Nice jump, universal action. That arm coming out so far there. Okay, Flash 5 catching it with the charge, but I love that EX.
Oh, Lingland field on wake up, yeah, just to get the reversal.
Nice. Okay. Good patient slide through. Alex Smith with super skybound on the ready, so you cannot afford to make a mistake here. Lushi being patient, blocks it out.
Yeah, it was plus frames right there, but I guess maybe he was expecting a Lingland field. Whatever the case may be, Lushi has he's got the life lead, right?
Oh,
no! Sweep into super skybound. So I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think that was actually a reaction. Because when I was watching the 10v10,
yeah.
he got like a 5H, a far 5H into Skybound, and it didn't actually like connect. So, but he did it anyway.
Hey,
yeah.
Sometimes you go through it. You commit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you commit, it pays off, just like there. And now Alex Smith, 1 round away from sending Lushi Pack into the losers bracket. Okay, reversal grab, a little early for Alex Smith. Now Lushi got the corner here with the pressure.
Oh no, yeah, the Chaos Caliber actually came down. I wonder if that was again a cross-up situation because making the input not work properly. And so they have universal overhead.
Okay. Fights out. But now Alex Smith just 1 hit away, can react to anything with Skybound Dart. There it is!
Oh, you spoke it into existence, Rav. You got the information on lock. You knew Alex Smith was ready. Alex Smith was completely ready.
You know, when a player is close there, just like at a range where normals aren't going to connect, they're just waiting to see you do one thing. As soon as Beelzebub like raises an arm up, has something ready to go, it's just blam. And that's how the game goes.
Street Fighter players want one thing, and it's disgusting. It's whip punishing. It's whip punishing.
They just there, living the whip punish. I'm sure.
No, I think this is a great game for Street Fighter 4 players, honestly. Like, if you're like personally, I really do. But yeah, all right. So Alex Smith is going to be moving on. Lushi's going to be in losers bracket. I don't know if that was a qualifying match, but I do know that up next we do have Diaphone versus Ralph Soldier. I was very, very briefly talking to Ralph Soldier earlier. Okay. Right after my pool. He said he hasn't played in a couple days.
Okay.
So I worry about that, especially versus like Diaphone, who, now don't get me wrong, Diaphone has also been kind of like not as much on the Granblue grind. Obviously, if you've seen his stream, you know, it's a lot of Guilty Gear, etc. But he did stream himself trying to get ready for this tournament for Granblue.
Yep.
And he actually almost beat Zombie in the 10v10. So I'm just saying.
There's always a player for me in these current generation anime fighting games.
Yeah.
Diaphone is just, no matter what, is a threat through and through. They've just got a strong pedigree and a good mentality.
Yes.
When it comes to all of this. And you see him perform so well in Granblue, Strive, BB Tag, what have you. Because they're just that solid all around here. So that's definitely one of the players to keep your eyes out for. So, Raffle Soldier, I'm rooting for you. You know, we never know what's going to happen because, again, this is the first time we're offline. Everyone's in an even playing field. So you might feel a little nervous going up against Diaphone.
Yeah, just keep breathing, do your best.
It's all right, you know, just he takes a hit like anybody else.
Butt check, okay. I was like, damn, he's like staring at the camera. But yeah, it's just a button check real quick. So yeah, we're going to be seeing Zoe for sure from Diaphone, I think. The problem is that I can only say I think, because when Diaphone was playing, Diaphone could play the cast. He could play the board, right? Like, it was the only character that Diaphone did not win NLBC with was Narmaya. He could not make it happen. Now, to be fair, he didn't go through the entire character roster, but he went through a ton of them. So
I think like him and Punk are like the DLC tournament champions.
Yeah,
every time
actually,
a new character comes out and they're like, hey, check it out, NLBC, we're in there. Like, Punk literally won the first online NLBC with Luke.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And it's
I
like,
didn't even think about it.
they're
Yeah,
both
Punk did it
like
with
that.
Rose too, right?
Yeah.
I thought, yeah. I remember because Punk was like, what did Punk say? He was like, my Rose should be banned or something like that after he won. I forgot.
No. It was my Ruby Heart.
Oh,
ban my Ruby
that's
Heart.
right. Yeah,
Say
ban
that.
my Ruby Heart. Yeah, because of the costume. Can't believe they acknowledge Ruby Heart's existence. Insane.
Darkstalkers 4 when?
Zoe.
Featuring Ruby Heart.
Bring her. She's supposed to be a Darkstalkers character.
Wasn't she made for Marvel too?
Yeah, but I think that the whole like thing about it was like a design for Darkstalkers that they never used.
Oh, and so they just put her in Marvel too.
They used the Marvel too, but I think like she's supposed to be like a Darkstalkers character.
All right, yeah, I didn't know the lore because I haven't paid attention.
It's like, please, let her be like a Mingo. I don't know what a Mingo is supposed to be, but
Yeah. I mean, he's a cactus.
well, yes.
He's your amigo.
My amigo, Amingo.
Yeah. All right, but for real though, we're getting into it right now. So yeah, Soros versus Zoe should be right. I wasn't looking at the screen. Maybe Diaphone changed characters pre-butt or post-butt check. Nope, same thing.
Believe in victory.
Same theme. Believe in victory. Let's get it right here.
Let's go. Soros! Now, this is the manly tech that you always want to root for. Everyone's fighting out here with battle axes, size, swords, guns, and this man just brings his own 2 fists.
He just punches people, and that's his game plan. You know, he punches people, and he tries to exude some plus frames for it. But the problem is this is the set play character right here.
Yep.
Well, one of them, I should say. If you ever watched Granblue, Zoe is a character that a lot of her options are set play related, right?
Yeah.
She is built to be set play. She does not have a true Dragon Punch. You know, her defensive capabilities are kind of whack, but she can lock you down for 16 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, because like her whole unique function is basically just the dragon.
Yeah, which, by the way, got a buff recently to the point where a lot of Granblue players are talking about if you manage the Dragon Meter correctly, it may as well be infinite now.
Oh, God.
She may as well have infinite Dragon Meter at this point. But, you know, it's easier said than done, of course. But nice 5-8 to be able to get out there. 2H on that break. Oh, my God. And got a little bit of Dragon Meter for the troubles.
So the person that, again, you said they put their time into remembering all the little things. There's the jump, you little combo, and Diaphone with a strong first game.
Yes.
That time in training mode, getting ready, that pays off. You see just like the little micro decisions, like that dragon charge after the counter hit combo. Things like that really showed like people on top of their game, even after not maybe focusing on it for so hard recently.
Yeah, and like the micro decision right there, after the rush punch, immediately hitting the 2L, you know, not letting Soros get anything, not even a blip of extra offense, right? Okay, full damage on this one. What's the mix-up afterwards, though? Because you're out of EXs at this point, but you do have a dragon. Oh, tried the fuzzy? Okay.
Good block from Alpha Soldier, though. Gets tagged by the meaty flare. Oh, the pillar catching through, and now Diaphone 1 round away from sending Alpha Soldier to lose his bracket.
Now, this is looking like Diaphone, right? Like, this is looking like Diaphone has still been playing kind of Diaphone.
Reactions on deck, decision making on point. Catches the EX, dives right in, and I got just want to get that corner carry. There we go.
Ooh, the 5L pressure. Yeah, Stagger 5L can be a little annoying to deal with if you don't know what you're looking for. So you might get countered a hit out of it. Punch the stars, trying to push forward, but there's that dragon. Oh, that 5H almost smacked her.
Okay, there's a unique action from Soros. Powers up, has armor on it, and wants to absorb hits, but Diaphone not getting any of that. And empty jump low. Gonna go for Skybound.
Not gonna kill.
Not quite
It's
okay.
not gonna kill,
set up
yeah.
pressure. Okay.
Yeah, because if you Skybound Art there, it would have scaled too much. But oh my God, took it all to the chest. Try to get the plus frames right there, but oh wow, Diaphone's still mashing out. That move is plus. Oh, not gonna matter though when you 2L on the run up. This game again does have dash recovery. You cannot immediately block after dashing. You got to cancel into a button or a splat dodge or roll, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, Diaphone recognizing that, using that 2L to great effectiveness on the run-up and taking it 2-0. I gotta say, it was emphatic.
It's like never stop playing, right?
Yeah.
One of the things is like you could tell me that Diaphone hadn't been playing for a month, and I say I don't believe you. After seeing that, I do not believe that at all. But you know, again, it's just that's how the level up is when you go offline.
Yeah.
You come in here in an environment where it's like, let me just grind games out and play again, and it just all comes back to you. It just takes a little bit of time, and just that knowledge that you have grinded into you for so long will just erupt.
Yeah.
So that's always nice to see that, and great stuff to them.
You mentioned something prior to us, prior to that match starting, was that Diaphone's mindset is really, really strong. If you watch his stream, you can just kind of listen.
Yeah.
You can get a glimpse, right? That man is just He sits down, he thinks about it. He, some bullshit happens to him, and he's like, all right, what do I do? Okay, we're gonna training mode this, and he does so, and he doesn't leave it on the table. He finishes the fight, and so coming in, and you can see all that training and fruition. You can get away from the game for a couple of days, couple of months, whatever. But if you trained that hard, that muscle memory comes back to you after you come back into it a little bit.
Exactly. It's all there, ready to be unlocked. You might put it away just for a little bit, tuck it, get some sleep, but I'll wake you up when I need you.
Yeah, exactly.
The alarm's on, and CEO time, baby. Let's go. And we'll get our next match here in just a second as we're getting set up for Wind versus Geitz.
Okay, so Wind is okay. So I thought Wind was out of Mexico. I felt pretty confident, but Gandito was saying maybe that Wind was in Texas. And, I mean, could be from Mexico, but lives in Texas kind of thing.
Okay.
It's my bad. I've only seen Wind online,
That's
until today, so.
But you know what? The wind has blown into Orlando.
Yes.
We have a nice breeze, and they're here to freshen us up, liven us up. But Geitz, we'll see what they bring to the table. As you have, Wind is extremely strong. I believe top of their pool, so they were definitely a threat to watch out for here, and get to see them in an offline setting. It's gonna be great.
And we'll get to see Henry. Like a lot of people were. I think around the time Henry came out was when a lot of people had already were like not really checking the game out. They saw everybody recreating Daigo parry stuff, but by the way, which is not really like hard. You just like hit the button. Like it's completely different from the Daigo parry. But point being is that. Henry was not a character that a lot of people got to know for sure, right? It was really confusing whether he was good, whether he was bad, whether he was just normal, whatever. And I mean, right now you're definitely gonna get a glimpse of what's going on with Wind. I think this is one of the best whiff punish characters in the game. I think another strength that lies in this character is also the block strings.
Okay.
The block strings I think are really hard to deal with, right? But yeah, on the other side, Geitz I got to talk to, for a little bit. And this was another player who legitimately told me, I'm not too sure how well I'm going to do in this tournament. I was expecting to go 0-2 in both of the brackets I entered or whatever, and it's just like, I need y'all to have just a little bit of faith in yourself. Like, don't worry about that you're going to go 0-2. Just worry about doing your best, right? They're getting that button check done.
And it's always tough, right? Because, I mean, like, it's been so long. Since you've been like an offline event, and like you get here and you see so many people, and now you're playing on stream, there's pressure. And you put the pressure on yourself, there's external pressure, and it's hard to really block that out. It takes time to really build that. So I want to see a good hit. I want to see that confidence grow. No matter what happens, Geitz, you're probably going to watch back on this. We all take our licks. No matter how it goes. Whatever happens, happens. But there's always going to be a second time. There will be a next time. There's not just a loser's bracket, but there's going to be other events. There'll be other time. You take it from it, you learn from it, and don't focus so hard on the negative. Whatever happens, be it negative. Focus on what good things happen, what you did well, and really build on that and build on yourself. Always.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, let's see what they learned here in the first place. Let's see what Wind brings to the table, because, for all of that, I've heard a number of people say, I might go 0-2 and then win the tournament. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, I've heard a number of people say that stuff, and I feel like you at home probably have too at your locals or something. But,
well, we'll see. Is Wind a light breeze or a full-on hurricane?
Yes, and it's both the spear users right here.
I'm going to call him Uno because I like that word better because it's Spanish.
Uno's easy. Yeah, absolutely.
Uno.
Yeah, we can call him Uno.
Mr. Uno / Henry.
It's still his name, so.
That's right. The game calls him both.
It's his title. It's not his name, sorry.
He's the best. He was number one.
Well, actually, those are their real names, but sorry, I was. The title that he's got is basically like strongest spear user in the skies, but yeah.
He's so powerful he doesn't have to even stand.
No, he just flies.
He's just float in the air. Like, I'm not short. I can be whatever height I want to be.
I like the Abari decision right there from Guy. It's actually 2L to like a fake jump, right?
Yeah.
Hasn't really. Oh, was waiting for the parry. Okay, I like the way Guys is doing this right now. Just gotta keep it going, right?
But they both characters have that kind of thing. Like, you see the armor there from Zeta, they blow stuff up. You see the parries from Henry.
Oh, what a parry into the dash right there. Yeah, this should do it.
And if I'm thinking, he got, Uno got some light buffs himself from that patch.
Yes.
He got little things here and there to make that character a little bit stronger, and look at him just standing tall and proud.
Very tall.
Over the battlefield.
the sweep right there on the. Well, it's not a whip punish that time, but it was the catch from forward movement, so that's good. Full damage on this.
Okay, hard knockdown too. I like that was a setup here.
Okay, bro, trying to cycle those cooldowns at this point. Got the overhead on this, and that's going to be another. Oh, drops it. Still doesn't matter. You get the plus frames, you know.
Yeah, got the hard knockdown. It's always good, and then it's a skybound dart. Ooh, perfect coming through. Wind. You see, that's that confident button presses. You see him tapping on there. It's like, all right, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta really exude the feeling right there.
Yeah.
Because it really helps you mentally, honestly. Beautiful. Waited for the delay. 2L gets the knockdown. Another one right here up into the wall. Full damage.
Okay, again, hard knockdown with the sweep, dashing in, and just I like that just quick light lows. Not extending the pressure too hard, and now guys just not really being able to defend through the pressure. And now Wind is just one round away from taking this set.
Yeah. If you don't know, Wind is somebody that like could just very well be in top 8. Like, you know what I mean? On winner's side, etc., etc. Like, Wind is an incredibly strong player in this game. But okay, got out. Unfortunately, missed the full confirmation combo right there for Guides. And that's going to keep them in the corner. Rhapsody to get out.
Okay, there's a chance, but the wake up carry on their own, yep.
A taste of your own medicine, if you will. Move right into Skybound Art. That should do it for Wind on this one. There it is.
Nicely done.
2-0. Wind looking just as strong as we expect.
Big win for Wind.
Oh, nice.
Love to see it. Good stuff. And again, I think for me, seeing all the competitors who have lined up today, that's gonna be the knowledge check character.
Yes.
You're prepared for some of these DLC characters, that's fine. But how well are you ready for Andre? How much Uno experience do you truly have?
That was the thing. Even when this character like came out, there wasn't like a slew of Unos that appeared when every DLC character comes out normally, right? Uno was like very clearly a specialized character. You gotta be somebody who really likes this particular playstyle, right?
Yeah.
You gotta be somebody who very much likes his buttons, because if you don't know, his buttons are completely weirder than every other character in the game, right? They're very different. His 5H takes like 6 years of startup, so it's one of the best whip punish game buttons in the entire game, right? You know, that kind of thing, right? So there wasn't a slew of those even when the game started.
Yeah.
So you have to do your research as this character, because just one person will show up with this character.
Yep.
And it'll be out of nowhere. You won't be ready for it.
And you're going to be like, cool, I'm doing pressure, and all of a sudden he's just busting out like no one else can.
Yeah.
He has these parries that just like, there's this gap, oh my gosh, it's not safe, or just like every little thing like that. Stealing turns back through defensive reads, because he's has more of that enabled than pretty much, from what I feel, any other character.
Yeah.
Because it's just built into his kit. Like, he has his own like unique parry, which is that unique action.
Yes.
But then you also have like a special parry.
Yes.
So it's just like they've put so much into it.
Which we saw in the match, right?
Yeah.
When Geitz tried to throw a fireball, we saw the special parry, right?
Yeah.
Where the dash came up and everything on the EX, like, and it was basically a full screen punish.
So it's a character that's so designed that if you're the on-raid player, it's the knowledge checks yourself, because how many of the matchups do I know so well that I know how I can bust out of people, like the character's traditional specials and normal strings, because then it just turns everything like on its head, and I make it like akin to fighting Baiken in Guilty Gear, because it's a character that has these defensive tools no other character really has, and it can be a pain to deal with.
Yes.
No one likes losing because your opponent blocked and was able to attack out of blocking, things like that, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see how they go. I mean, I'm sure they've Wind has run sets, and people have a little more experience.
Oh yeah, well,
Wind
Wind is always playing people on the Granblue PC. Yeah, I wanted to talk about this matchup here in a second, because this is a doozy. This one is going to be real good. But Wind is always on the Granblue PC Discord, and is always getting games. So you can play Wind if you need that experience. You can play like anybody, basically. But we are moving on, just like Wind, to another match right here. We're going to be having Alex Smith versus Tsukiomi. This is going to be, in my opinion, really, really strong. I'm ready for this. I mean, like, Tsukiomi looks like he's like, oh god, but like, no.
We saw what Alex Smith has on deck. We've seen how well they are reacting, just a great pressure, and overall just a great game sense, and not afraid to just go in and just play their game plan.
Absolutely.
But now we got Soros, who's another character that, again, has ways of kind of busting out. I mean, yeah, the unique action can armor through a lot of little things. You can't be too careless. but we'll see if we can, just like that. The first jump in, but hey, we're waking up with it. I like that from Alex Smith, setting aside early that I am not afraid. Taking out of pressure by any means necessary.
Yeah, no, I mean, just also be showing that the reactions are there, right?
Yeah.
Because has now tech to throw on reaction, has reacted to jumping with 5U, etc., etc. The problem is Alex Smith structuring the pressure. Oh, maybe not reacting. I was wrong. Oh, okay.
Speaking of reactions, no whip punish. Overhead good block from Alex Smith.
Yeah.
And then the EX busting out with it, getting that chip.
Oh yeah, just trying to spot dodge to not get chipped out, right? Because of the very specifically looking for the chip guts, right? So you use the EX hands, or I think it was medium hands that time, but you get them into chip guts and then you finish them off.
All right, give us punches. Try to read the jump. Too far away for that to connect with the up kick.
Yep.
Uh-oh, punch himself to the corner.
Yeah, maybe a bit too punch happy at this point. Dash punch is really good, don't get me wrong. It's like an important tool that Soros has to be able to use, but not making the 2Ms happen right there. Be able to block that, got the 5U and block on the overhead. Challenge is out, but the 2L to stop Tsukiomi from the universal overhead.
We're just playing footsies out here. Literally, this man putting the boot to Alex Smith, but there is the sweep into Super Skybound Art.
So much damage.
The Alex Smith mainstay is like, check your ankles.
Yeah, no, you definitely need to be checking your ankles because this potato is an ankle biter for sure. Caught out of the air right there on that one. Finishing off the first game, Alex Smith.
Anti-air, counter hit, universal overhead.
A Lamau.
All right, game number 2. Tsukiomi was waking up a little bit, getting a little punch happy, but there are answers here from Alex Smith. I mean, Charlotta's unique action is her little like parry.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things like if you rush punch too happy, maybe catch that up. But I mean, I think Alex Smith is just happy to wait their turn and look at how much comes from it.
Yeah, I mean, the problem right now is, like, for Tsukiomi is that, like, cannot find the time to get a true offensive structure started, right? Yeah. After every dash punch, Alex Smith is pressing buttons when it's on block, right? You see right there, the 2M. Yep. And then Alex Smith knows when it's negative and when I can just do stuff. But, oh, there it is. Buffered it, and Tsukiomi actually walked into the buffer range.
That's big. Tsukiomi has a good chance here. Has an SSBA available to activate, but no, the run-up throw, yeah.
So hard to guess on that point.
Yeah.
Like, you really just got to be on point.
And it's scary, too, because, like, your reversal as Soros is armor, so you just toss him out of it, so it's really hard to even, like, call something out like that. So let's see what answers, because now Alex Smith having Tsukiomi on the wall. Goal finally went for the grab option. He's going to get some nice damage here, set up one more good mix. Next hit will lead into Skybound Art, and Alex Smith can win the round.
Oh! Yeah, said Tsukiomi, your dash punches are not here. I am going to Skybound Art in between, as he had shown in the previous set that Alex Smith had played in on stream already. Had shown that, like, if your guard strings are not tight enough, if your guard strings are not good enough, you're going to have to deal with my Skybound Art as long as I got bars. Unfortunately, Tsukiomi going to lose his bracket, but I mean, God, it's like anybody I see in this room could lose to Alex Smith, honestly. So, like, I'm not surprised that that Alex Smith is doing very, very well in this bracket.
Oh, that was just so fun. That's like, again, the fact that it ended the same way as the first game he played, and it's just like, oh, cool special you got there. What if I just said, nah, we're fine. That's great. That's good.
Yeah. Well.
And that's, and Charlotta, early character in this game that was a problem to so many people, and still just like that potato power is too much to deal with this. I mean, it's offline, so maybe now you can answer her. People have.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like, that feels great, but at the same time, it's like, okay, now you've stopped later one of Charlotta. Now she's just going to run at you. What do you do? It's like, well.
The character's also not super prevalent anymore. There's a lot less Charlotta players than there used to be, right? So it's like, it's, maybe some people gotten rusty on fighting her and whatnot, or it's harder for them to react, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, so Charlotta, Alex Smith, not the only Charlotta in this bracket that's going to be doing well this weekend, I don't think. We're also, seeing Ren, of course. But yeah, so I think that would probably put Alex Smith in, if that was not winners finals of the pool, that would put Alex Smith in winners finals, I believe.
Okay. And we got a heck of a match on deck. Is Diaphone versus
Zach in the box.
Zach in a box.
Oh, Midwest. All right.
Yeah, one of the Midwest's really finest players on their Snack Box Micro. that portable bite-sized controller going
How
so
does
well.
Zach fit in there? I don't understand. I don't. He looks much bigger than the box. I don't. Please explain. Nah, but for real though. Yeah, the snack box has been really prevalent this weekend. Actually, I've seen a lot.
I've seen a lot.
A lot of snack boxes.
I have one, and I just
Yeah,
use
yours
it
was
all
one of them I
weekend,
saw earlier.
and I've been rocking that. And it's nice to see some, because the junk food custom arcades, the people who make that, they're not like here in full force, but they're being well represented, and that's so awesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys are going to see some of that representation. Diaphone, though, on pad in this game, you know. Plays stick and Guilty Gear, and
I think hitbox, right?
he plays cross-up.
Or cross-up, okay.
Yeah, he plays cross-up. He's one of the prevalent cross-up players, in fact. Yeah, but he played BB Tag and Granblue on pad for a very long time. I think Guilty Gear was the only game that he started to play stick on. I could be wrong.
Okay. This is going to be a great one. And something to touch on a little bit later on, too, is just like the character diversity has been phenomenal. And this is just now getting to like the first Bellio we've gotten in this block, right? Where everyone, memes aside, this was honestly the most prevalent character for a good while.
Yeah.
With good reason. And still extremely strong. Like, that's never going to change.
Yeah.
So
I believe that Zach in the Box actually had to beat X-Slayer just before this to play Diaphone on stream.
Okay, nice.
So, already... Oh, no. Yeah, that's a big starter.
Yep. You see it there. And even finishing him off with, like, the little dragon charge.
Yep, and that's
So
a
much
great
resource.
thing for Diaphone. Yeah, exactly. But the match out, that's good because when you're sandwiched between the dragon and Zoe, being able to get out of the situation by counter-hitting her is very, very important.
Okay.
Nice Goetia.
Oh,
Timing.
Juice him. Nice pressure here, Zach in the box. Good tech on the throw. And now here comes this Belial pressure. It's so frightful. EX out, nice, from Diaphone to get out of the corner. But now both players sitting on full meter.
Yeah, the 5H is a bit far enough away. That is punishable on block, but I think that's like a distance issue, right? Like, he's not able to get it. But the throw tag, because that throw would have killed. Oh my goodness, just barely any life right now for Zach in the box. He's got to find a way in. Trying to go for the 5H.
Yeah.
Would have been a ton of damage, maybe even killed, honestly, if it connected. But Diaphone quicker on the draw.
Yeah. Very nice there, taking that first round. And, Diaphone starting early, just buffering the normal attacks, telling Zach in the box, don't walk into my range. Look how much life already gone. And now we're adding up, not quite dead yet, but the next mix-up can finish it. Fuzzy doesn't work, but still under pressure.
Yeah, unfortunately just did not get the time on that Fuzzy, but is going to be able to get the far into the special cancel for that Diaphone. Looking in control again.
Ooh, man. Has not stopped. I mean, Zach in the box fought a bit really well.
Yes.
And this is the first game, but then round number 2, like, Diaphone just took full control over it. And again, like I said, that's the power of set play. It's the power of these little buffs that let her keep going, and what a match out. Great to be celebrated, a positive match out. But Diaphone answering back.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was a mash out of his own, right? You're right, answering back to be able to keep in the corner. No Dragon Meter after this. Tried to go for the Dragon Punch, did not catch a button like they hoped. Skybound. Okay, yesterday I was wrong on how much damage this does. I'm not calling it. All right, cool. Because yesterday, that hit Cagliostro raw and didn't kill her, and she had like a third of her life, and I was completely surprised. So.
All right, what is Zach in the box to do here?
What a whiff punish.
Big whiff punish, has the corner pressure here. But how can they keep Diaphone in this situation? You see Zach in the box kind of waiting, maybe to try to react to something, but Diaphone just busting out. There you go.
Whip punish right there in the 5H. I mean, it's considered to be one of the stronger whip punish buttons. Zach in the box using it perfectly.
Big jump over. Let's go.
Too far, right? No, not too far.
Extra damage, gonna go right as the Skybound Art. Wants that hard knockdown, big damage to give Zach in the box time to reassess.
Your king is in check now with the amount of health you have. One more hit could do it, depending. I mean, the problem is there's no Asmodeus EX, but it's coming back. The jump ace just before the 2H was able to come out, and that's gonna do that round. If Zach in the box did not get that button out maybe a hair earlier, it would have been disaster.
Super scary, but nice. Run forward, but the button check there from Diaphone. Zach in the box still in there. That's that confidence builder. Doesn't take the throw. That's fine. But here comes more dragon pressure.
Ooh, actually, use the universal overhead at the incorrect time, because normally universal overhead combos into the beam, right? But what a 2H right there. Almost got full conversion off it. Okay, see, there it is. It comboed into the beam. You got Skybound Art. No reason not to use it. I feel a bit more confident in this one, Rap.
Will it kill?
Perfect. And that's gonna do it. Diaphone, another perfect. Both games on the last round perfect.
Ending in perfect. Yup. And then that's all it takes. A player like that, just give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And it's hard. It's hard dealing with any fighting game pressure where you're just forced to block.
Yes.
And you're forced to guess. And it's how it is sometimes. But no, I love seeing what I saw from Zach in the Box, who definitely has beaten strong players to get to that point.
Yeah.
Never still out of it here, but you know, Diaphone, one of the favorites to make it count, and we're seeing that here.
Yeah, Zach in the Box is actually one of the staples for a lot of online events and just playing the game in general,
Yeah.
right? So you'll run into that player mopping you up a lot of the time. So, but Diaphone, yeah, like you said, super strong. However, this next matchup is insane. This next matchup is, you know, Japan versus America, because we talked a little bit about Japan being here. You know, it's just Ren, of course, but it's, I mean, Ren is constantly a finalist at both Rage and Cygames Cup. I believe he's made the finals in all of them that have come up. You know, could be wrong about the statistic, but at the very least, it's been a lot of them.
If you're going to send one player to represent your country, you bring your best. You send your best, and they're here to, like, say, you thought this would just be a nice North American affair. Let me stop you right quick. So I love to see that. It's going to be PTW Red versus Knights, Too Easy.
That's
Both
right.
representing some good teams. Too Easy, you know, prominent in NRS games as well.
Yes, yeah, Mortal Kombat is one of the big ones that a lot of people know Too Easy from. But Too Easy actually also plays other games as well on top of that. Not just either of these two games, but more games on top of that, right? So multi-game specialist has learned fundamentals by playing multiple games. That's one really strong skill that you can learn by playing multiple games too, is what a fighting game truly, like, wants you to do. And when you figure that out, your base level is really, really strong. Yeah, right?
I agree.
And so Too Easy kind of has that knowledge, right? NRS games are actually a great foil to Granblue Fantasy Versus, in my personal opinion, due to the guard button, due to the way that offense is actually structured, right? Because, like, a lot of stuff is very frame trappy. You know, I mean, of course, MK used to be known for a lot of just 50-50s, right? But 11 is a bit different. There's, of course, 50-50s, don't get me wrong, but you're really trying to prey upon your opponent's habits in Mortal Kombat right now. This game is exactly that, preying upon your opponent's habits.
Yeah, I can see the similarities. Like, you know, any fighting game, you can always kind of see that too. So that's cool that you have success in both, because really, the point I was making was, like, the anime and NRS, like, a person maining both of those is, like, the rarest of Pokemon.
Well, I mean, they're usually really strong when they do it too. Like,
it's scary, right? But it's like, you can never think, oh, this guy plays these kind of games. He can't be good. It's like, shut up.
Oh, well, I mean, hey, look, we already talked about Alex Smith, who's a Street Fighter 4 player, right? Playing an anime game right now. Like, that kind of thing, right? So it's just...
Well, they're a Guilty Gear player, too, so I'll say that much.
Well, yeah,
Smith, they were definitely a big Guilty Gear player.
But, like, it's just... I mean, there's a bunch of people that we could name, you know. I mean, obviously, we've all talked about Justin Wong at some point, you know, just jumping into whatever game possible, right? Yeah. Originally was not, like, every single game, became every single game while still pretty young, and just has been every single game since. Like,
well, there's always going to be outliers. Like, there is no one, the player like Mr. J. Wong.
There's very few. Yes, there's absolutely very few.
And that's one of the things. So we can all only hope to amount to some greatness.
Yeah, absolutely. You know,
in fighting games.
We gotta talk about these two greats for sure, because, like, Too Easy is somebody that even if I were to have, like, never seen Too Easy play this game, I would expect some pretty strong things, right? Because of Too Easy's pedigree in other games prior to this. But yeah, so gonna be on Gran, and Ren is obviously on the Charlotta. Now, I do want to mention that Ren does also play 6. Okay. So I don't know when that'll ever come up, but it will be a possibility at some point. Okay, here we go, first game.
Battle 1.
So Ren with the Gran, I like this pick. Just something simple, ready to have just good reversals.
It's Too Easy
ready
with Gran.
Yeah.
Oh, and already super good start right there. Going to be able to get the knockdown, big damage. That's what Gran is. Oh, big. No, wait. You're right. This is Ren on Gran.
This is Ren on Gran.
Oh, I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, busted out the Gran saying, I see this matchup, and I'm going to have an answer to everybody. I'm going to pick who I feel is most comfortable in any situation. So picking that against Charlotta, I like that option. It's paying off, but nice. Gets out of there. Nice, too easy finding something, but the counter hit anti-air.
Yeah, that 2M was perfectly spotted, but I mean, too easy, not caring about it, and then right back at you, Ren, just saying, I have no fear.
Uh-oh. Nice block. That's huge damage on the uppercut punish.
So much damage, bro.
If one hit, you're dead. You can't get tapped by anything, but okay, busts out with the EX. Cross up. Doesn't confirm, but gets a grab.
That was really lucky for too easy. Another non-confirm right. They're going to be able to confirm this one, though.
Short super. Every game that has it, you love to see it. You love to see it.
I feel like almost every game has it. The only ones that don't, where it's like you can't Gatling the same normal kind of thing. Oh, Holy Ladder in the middle of it. That actually got around the sleeve and punished it.
Oh, here comes Timothy's pressure, just going in, but Red busting out with the regular uppercut. Not afraid to fight back just the same.
Oh, what a 580. Completely fully distanced. And you check that damage, double power raise combo. Holy Ladder is going to get, well, yeah, you're dead. You were correct.
That's a wrap.
Two-step. Woohoo! Finish it off right there. Ren, first game on the Gran, which I was not expecting. Like, we've seen Ren play Gran before in Japanese tournaments, but I did not see Ren playing non-mirror match. I just had made the guess that it would be the mirror match, and then so I was like, expecting that Too Easy maybe tried to pick Gran instead, one of those things, but I just had it flipped.
No, Ren is ready. Ren is here with like all these plans of attack, and I'm excited to see how many characters they're going to bring out this whole weekend. Because we probably haven't seen some of their pool matches, so there's probably some. I want to know what was their path. But you know, Too Easy is not going to make that path any easy. We saw how well they played in game number 1 on situations. I mean, they died because of the reversals, and that happens. You can't let people punish you, stop you from trying to disrespect.
I think that is actually the big point of contention right now for Too Easy is disrespect is kind of blowing him up a lot, right? Because like you'll notice that like Too Easy got a knockdown a second ago. Ren just did wake up 5L and then took half his life for it. Like, oh, and there it is.
Great confirm. And Ren match point with relentless pressure and the perfect spacing in so many regards. That's the game plan. Get Charlotte to the corner and hang out where she can't reach. Those stubby little limbs. They only do so much.
It might be important for Too Easy to start like just expecting the disrespect, right? Okay, run up throw.
Keep running up. Just gonna do these full run grabs. Do it again. Oh, the cute stuff in the block. GG's. Ren is gonna take the set. 2-0 over Knights, and Ren is now in top 48. Winner's side in dominating fashion.
Yeah, no, Ren absolutely strong. We were hoping for this. We were hoping to see the power of Japan, right? And we're getting it firsthand. I mean, some of the stronger players falling to it, of course. And, well, who is on the docket to even stop him at this point?
I mean, we'll see later on in the day as top 48 will be happening.
Absolutely. Later
on in this afternoon/evening. So appreciate you all who are watching so far, and we appreciate all the folks who have made CEO possible, because this is community effort Orlando, and the community is a lot of people, just like Panda. Yeah, and we love those folks too at Panda Global who support Smash and the FGC as a whole. These amazing folks at Panda who have been doing so good work across the board, not just like representing with players, but like bringing a lot of unique things to the community and really doing fun stuff like we'll see in just a moment. So you guys get to know what they're bringing out for people like you who are really wanting to play these games, want to play them to your best of your ability. Yeah, Panda Global is bringing out one of the big things that everybody's been talking about as of recent, because there's been a bit of a shortage of GameCube controllers, right? Well, Panda Global is making one that is infinitely customizable. The Kickstarter has been live for a hot minute, and it raised over 900K in the first day of its inception, right? And I mean, you guys can check out in the slide, it shows you all the things that are differently customizable, all the things that you can do with this. There's things that come onto the back, you know, there's triggers that you don't need if you don't want to, they're elevated. And, you know, you can put new packs in it, and they're in development once this eventually comes out. So, you know, it's one of the things that if you're a Smash player, you might be wanting to look into, right? So you guys can check that out at panda.gg/CTR.
RL if you're looking to get into one of these controllers, hit the Kickstarter. Well, I mean, you know, we got to hit those stretch goals, right? It's more than just this.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of fun stuff. They were hyping up their stretch goals, so I'm excited to see all that they're going to have with their new controllers. So speaking of controllers, one of the finest you'll find anywhere is that hitbox. Check it out at hitboxarcade.com/CEO. You have the standard hitbox and the cross-up, whatever you're feeling. If you want a lever, we got a lever for you. We're putting it all together. You want all the buttons in the world looking like full schedule? Back in the day, you can have it all and more with the hitbox, the premier leverless controller here, and representing at CEO with such prominent players like Zomb, who's here in Granblue doing work on his hitbox, making it count. But you have other great players like Cloud805, Reynold, Kawano, and there's just a multitude of just extremely good players repping that tech.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not just those, right? Like, it's also the Smashbox, but, you know, you can maybe take your Smashbox on over to the Festival of Fights because there will be Smash Brothers Ultimate and over $7,000 in pot bonuses right now. So Festival of Fights is actually out of California. I'm trying to remember where it is specifically, but it's coming up in February, right? February 3rd through the 6th. Now, I was told specifically that the FGC events at Festival of Fights are going on not at the 3rd, but the 4th through the 6th.
Okay.
So if you're trying to go in, you don't need to go in on the 3rd, right? You can go in a little bit later and you'll be okay, right? It's got Smash, it's got Guilty Gear, Melty, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, Dragon Ball FighterZ, and Granblue Fantasy Versus like you're watching right now. Smash.gg/FOF 2022 or learn more at festivaloffights.com.
That's right. If you're at Festival of Fights, you're going to need that sick tech, and you can find that from PowerA with their Moga, their latest in their series of Bluetooth controllers for mobile and cloud gaming. If you need something to literally hold your phone as you're jamming out, you can't get better than that.
Yes.
With such a great classic design from the folks at PowerA. Level up your mobile gaming, as well as being able to play. They have different controllers for like Switch and Xbox. It just works on so many different things. So really check that out if you are in the market for a new Bluetooth controller that can do it all.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, if you're in the market for the controller, you're also probably in the market for playing some games with that controller, right? You guys can head over to localhost, which is not just one area of America, but multiple. You guys can see in Austin, Bakersfield, Denver, Fullerton, North Brunswick, Oceanside, Philadelphia, and St. Louis that localhost is out here giving you both Smash tournaments and fighting game on Wednesdays. You're going to be able to look for that. If you're in any of those areas, localhost has got you covered and is ready to take you to the next level of your play.
Hopefully that level is level 10, like 10-0. The fun folks putting out all these fun sticker packs of all your favorite personalities, like Avoiding the Puddle, Eris, and you have Rip, Majin Obama, Tasty Steven. We have Wave 2 featuring Giuna, Yipes, Sajam, and that Schnoz, and everyone's favorite player, Justin Wong. So scan that QR code, check out their site, and get all these fun stickers and slap on all your stuff to show your friends.
Yeah, and I mean, while you're showing your friends your stickers, you can also get the tools that you need to trade stocks on your own over at otcmethod.com. OTC Method is here sponsoring CEO, and, well, the stock market is currently a very strong thing to look into right at this moment. You guys can get one-on-one mentorship, nightly live streams, full tutorial libraries. There's a Discord. You can just be able to get whatever you need to be able to trade stocks and learn how to do so.
Yep. Great knowledge will take you far, but great clothes will keep you warm, and you can double up in so many fun apparel items from us here at CEO. So not even if you're not here, you can still check some stuff out. There is some online for sale. You see a lot of the stuff like Jabali's fried chicken, the shirts that are available. You have the Guilty Gear even CEO shirt. A lot of awesome stuff, merch, and there's more than what's pictured here. So scan that QR code or check out ceo.gaminggen.gg and help out the event, because again, community effort. This happens because of people like you supporting by making these purchases, by repping the merch, and just showing love, to folks like Jabali and the entire team. So thank you all for making this possible and continuing making this possible in 2022 and beyond.
Yeah, and we're going to thank you all by checking out the next match that we have here. It is finally time to get back into Granblue Fantasy Versus, and we are looking to crown some more people to get into that top 48, of course. And, well, we got a strong one. We're going to have Wind versus Echo. We saw these two a little bit earlier, and, you know, they're just waiting for us to give them the go-ahead. But this is, I think, going to be very strong because, obviously, we were talking about Wind earlier being, you know, one of the people who's just possibly contender for a top 8 winner side. You know, it could be, right? Obviously, this is going to be a very hard bracket. I can't say for sure because this is one of the most stacked Granblue Fantasy versus brackets there's ever been. Just period.
Honestly, like, yeah, for Western Hemisphere, honestly, the most stacked.
Yeah.
Like, for sure, for sure. Okay, everyone's hungry. Over 200 people descended on Orlando, Florida to play Granblue Fantasy Versus because, like, they've been waiting, biding their time. The bubble is blowing big, and we're making it count. So play Granblue, PC or PS4. You have options to grab that game. You know, check it out, give it a shot, show it some love, like, and be a part of this amazing community.
And here it is, Lancelot, Uno, coming up right now. So Lancelot is a character that has fallen out of quite a bit of favor. You know, been getting a lot of those nerfs throughout the year or so that Granblue has been out, of course. And he's still obviously very strong at the mix-up game, right? That's his whole thing. The problem is you always got to worry about parries when it comes to setting a fireball on top of a character that has one.
Yeah.
Ooh, beautiful slide to start out. Unfortunately, did not get the whip punish they were hoping for. That slide read was really, really strong, but unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, good turbulence on the overhead. So at least be able to fight out of the corner here, but the challenge from Wind, seeing these gaps in the record, stopping it. There's that heavy talking about coming through, big damage, has a skybound dart.
That's so much damage. I don't think it'll kill, right? Oh my god, I thought it was going to be an actual pixel. I thought it was going to be a single health point left, but I was wrong.
No, Wind is just optimizing everything. Like, these hits have been leading to so much. Their offensive structure, honestly, has been incredible. There's the special parry, EX, the challenge, showing it immediately on knockdown. And again, that's the important part, is just establishing that I don't care about your pressure. I don't care if you're doing meaties. Attack me, please. I'm just going to parry everything. You don't get the play.
Yeah, Wind has definitely just taken the whole idea of taking your turn back to its logical conclusion, right? Just doing it as much as possible. And now Echo is struggling to find a time to press buttons, to jump out, to do damn near anything right now. Skybound Dart on deck. This will kill. First game, Wind, and that was controlling.
That was... Echo just didn't get a shot. Just losing turns left and right, and just Wind is like, I'm just gonna put this on you. I'm gonna force you to make those adjustments. I'm gonna come out swinging, and it's, you saw what happened. It's just a dominant kind of play style of just like literally just saying, if you want to turn, good luck.
Oh, unfortunately, they didn't desync pads before they sat down, so they're stuck. They're stuck on the thing.
Luckily, it happened after the first game.
Yeah, that's actually the perfect time for that to have happened, right?
You know.
So, you know, just to give a little tidbit for anybody yells at a pad player, it's not their fault. Unfortunately, on PS4s, pad players cannot desync their own pads. So what they need to do is either tell the person they were playing, if they weren't also a pad player, to desync it on the way out, or when you sit down at a setup, you should be desyncing it. Honestly, even if the pad player is doing it, you should be checking anyway, right?
I agree.
Like, you should just be checking if there was a pad on it, and you should be trying to desync it as soon as you sit down, right?
That's always one of those things to check, because, I mean, it's just how it goes. Even if you play on PC, it's like you have to remember, you got to adjust for these events. If you're playing offline, it's going to be console. You always have to be on check on that, because the last thing you want any high-profile match to be affected by is somebody else.
Yes.
You don't want any third-party factors, because it's rough. It breaks the flow, it gets you out of the game, and it's upsetting.
Yeah,
so,
you just want it to be you and your opponent. That's it. That
Yep.
can be the only things on your mind, right? Are they going to desync the pads? Because I stopped hearing the music, so I assume they're going to desync the pads.
It's like, oh man, how do I do this again? Because, I mean, this is PC Granblue.
I'll do it for him.
Yeah,
I got the
go
rhythm
up there.
down still. I can desync 60 pads in 12 seconds. Like,
And you got the world record. You're going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for the fastest desyncer of pads in a short time frame.
I have run many tournaments, and I've had to desync pads on many consoles. Like, I'm very much used to it.
You need to make a stick that's like programmed to desync pads. You just plug it in and it does it all by itself.
Oh, I mean, I
That'd
feel like
be
those
so
are
cool.
already banned, right? So, like, it's a macro. Come on.
Well, no, it's just designed. Then you unplug it. It's like a tournament thing.
Oh, yeah, you can't play the
tournaments.
game with it, but you can desync
Yeah,
pads.
it's just designed to like, hey, next match is coming up. Dink. and then they're all gone.
Honestly, they should just have that for a stream setup, like every time, right? Like, I don't know. I guess it would be beneficial to run through each
That'd be so
setup.
cool.
But
Yeah.
Anyway, we're back into it right now. I believe they desync the pads, so we should be okay now. Again, Wind versus Echo. So first game, win to win. Ooh, the lunge right there, 6-6H.
All right, here comes Echo, but too far away. That range again is going to be a nice advantage here, I think, for Wind, because it's just, you know, Lancelot has so many ways of like navigating and has some good advancing attacks, but can't mess with these on-rain normals. Oh, hit again! It's over the round.
Oh man, yeah,
Echo?
that was offense personified.
Because it's like, it's not really like any kind of heavy mix. It's just these really good meteors. And Echo's just getting hit by it, just really not enforcing that I have to defend it.
Yeah. I mean, that's how Henri is, right? This character doesn't actually have, like, super crazy mix or anything like that. His mix is based on forcing you to make an incorrect decision rather than, like, oh, is it a high-low? And I mean, yeah, obviously those are incorrect decisions as well. But, like, what I mean is by, like, oh, God, should I try to mash out? Oh, God, do I press forward or not? Like, and then you see this is what happens when you make that incorrect decision. You get blown up, you take over half your life on this, and then you get to have to deal with one more mix-up.
Yep. And it's just great from Wind, making you second guess when is your turn ever going to happen. Might be the final turbulence, not going to work out. Wind taking the wind out of Echo's sails and making it through there. And again, looks like no one's ready for Henri.
Yeah, I mean, it's, whether or not it's Henri specifically, but it is, like, Wind is just tearing through it right now, and they're kind of talking it out. Maybe it's one of those things where he's like, yeah, I actually didn't know, so, hey, what do I do here, right?
I love it. I love these specialists. This character specialist, like, I've been biding my time. I'm here to make your life miserable, and you're going to be like, I've talked to the people who are playing in pools. It's like, I just don't want to see DLC characters. Don't make me fight Season 2 characters. I don't know what's going on. And it's like, oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, you got no choice. DLC characters are really prominent right now. People love the new designs and everything like that, so, I mean.
Oh, the Vera army is going to be crazy.
Okay, I'm terrified of that character.
That Vera army is
I don't know about you, but I'm terrified about that character because, like, so she can go into her new mode off of either Command Grab or Skybound Art or whatever, and I don't know what I'm going to do when she gets in that mode. Because the fact that she can get it off of Command Grab and not just, like, doing Super is insane to me. Because if that's the case, like, I know I'm going to get Command Grab. At some point, I'm getting Command Grab.
But just don't get Command Grab.
You know what? You're right. I should react.
Yeah, just don't get Command Grab.
I should react. You're right.
It's a grab. Just, you just don't have him.
Just keep my HP above 0. You're right.
But then here comes Smug just walking through, like, acting like you won't get Command Grab. Activating the, oh my god, that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be wild. I'm excited for that character to drop. As most of the Granblue Fantasy Versus community is, who are gonna try her. The other ones who are like, I'm not interested, but I gotta deal with her. They're like, here we go again.
Yeah, we only know so much on her right now, to be fair. So I guess we won't know until she comes out exactly how strong that mode change is gonna be. You know, maybe it's like a weaker version of the mode change if she gets it off a Command Grab instead of Super, for all I know.
We'll see.
I don't, but it might be.
A lot of questions to look, and people will be in the lab big time when that comes out. So I'm excited to see all the Twitter combos.
Yeah.
I'm the first person who does, like, the corner combo.
Yeah, the EX, 5H into Super, any percent, just use all your EXs or whatever. Like, I don't even know why. Like, okay, that was a funny meme, to be fair, when it was a meme. But when people were seriously doing it, I was just like, why? Like, it's just every character in the game could do this. Like,
that's why I hope a memer does it first and just gets it out of the way. Get it out of the system.
Bojack is on the grind for that. I remember Bojack was always trying to make sure that he did it first because he needed to make sure that the meme was alive as a meme.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we have a losers match here with Scrot versus Geitz.
Yeah, Geitz from earlier. Yeah.
More than likely to be a match to get out of pool.
Geitz lied to me. Geitz was like, I'm going to go 0-2, and now, well, where are we here?
We are there. You are here. I am me.
Geitz didn't go 0-2. I got lied to. But no, Scrot's coming up versus Geitz. It's going to be UL versus Zeta, more than likely. Well, unless Geitz plays somebody else that I was unaware of, right?
Well, we'll see. People will be always happy to surprise you. But Scrot, I'm glad they pushed through here to go in. Now we got Zeta versus Yule. Tis the season. The Yuletide cometh, and nice run up challenge after Trot said, cool, you're backing away. Let me get that room, but Geit's fighting back.
Yeah. That was a crazy round start by Geit. Just using EX dash like immediately. You know, that's one of those like, you know what, try me. Oh, Rhapsody trying to get through, but let it go before the armor had really gone through the whole Dragon Punch. That's kind of the hard part. It's like, you want to make sure you go through the whole move, but if it's not a move that has multi-hits, you want to let it go early, right?
Yep.
But 2H combo.
Get that knockdown, set up into stance. There's the grab. It's still in stance, but goes low. Beautiful hit confirm off of that. Scrod set that up so well.
Yeah, even when this character first came out, a lot of people were like, "This is gonna be the sauce right here." Is being able to like put stance mix up on top of the opponent, and being able to deal with it, because stance is strike invulnerable. Like if you try to strike her through it, you explode because she counters you automatically. Right, but 2H combo, good damage on this one. Luckily it's mid-screen, so Geitz doesn't take as much damage as possible.
Yeah, but now they're in the corner here. Nice anti-air, but the Foxfire whiffs a little too much, but now we're in the stance. Moving forward in. The challenge there from Geitz, but has to be careful. Scrot with all this meter. Just needs one clean hit. Finish the job here in the stance. Pressure's continuing on. How does Geitz answer back? Anti-air.
Drop on the Foxfire again. Oh, and there it is. Strike invulnerable, right? So you activate Rhapsody with your attack, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay, just 2 hits. Doesn't get the EX charge off of it. Flash frames into the Skyball. Is that going to work? Yes.
That was so good by Scrot on the reaction there. Because, like, even if, like, I feel like even if Geitz reacted with, like, a 2L or whatever, it's just going to get bodied, right? So,
yeah.
Super good on that one.
No, it was really nice. And that's like, this is a person. Scrot's a person that's seen their share of Clash Wars.
Yes.
So they
have been playing some Melty Blood.
Can I say anti-air? Kind of funky, getting under it, so couldn't really confirm much after it. But now in full aggressive mode. Big counter here on the jump in. Nice blocking the overhead. Guys get to take a turn, but can they get out of the corner?
Oh, what a whip punish with that 5H right there. That's been one of the stronger whip punish moves since she came out, so I'm not too surprised. Rhapsody does get blocked, but no punish on it either. 5H, gonna go straight into the dash. And now, Scrot on set point.
Yeah, Geit's looking a little flustered. Getting these hits, but not really getting much value off of it. And this is starting to dwindle as Scrot sees that last round here. Can't even get a good press in. It's just, oh no. Yeah, Scrot trying to end this now. Big grab. Stance mode, what we got?
Oh, the mash out right there. That's good from Geitz. At the very least, it's going to change things. No anti-air there from Scrot. Looked like he got 5H instead of 3H. Which, you know, you got to have that execution on point if you're trying to anti-air. And oh, what a delay right there in the EX. Trying to catch it, but the back dash on the command dash. So good.
Wait for it. Oh, big hit. One more mix can do it. And Geitz not going down without a fight here, but all Scrot needs is one far M. One, just any little hit. And now Scrot just letting Geitz kind of hang himself. Oh, wait a minute. Got time to hit. Going in. Counter hit.
Oh, goodness. Tried to go for the throw, but just a hair too early right there. And Scrot reacting, just getting a throw of his own, finishing it off on that one. That's going to do it. Scrot's going to be moving on. I believe that's going to be the end of Geitz's bracket run for Granblue Fantasy Versus. But hey, you know, did better than they expected. So I'm excited to see that. Thank you for playing, Geitz, you know, and keep at it. You know, you made it far and you'll make it farther. Yes.
That's what's up.
Just got to keep practicing. Got to keep going, right?
Yep. But yeah, love it from Scrot. Again, another one of those multi-game monsters. Has really been dabbling in other things, so I like to see them like return to form in Granblue. They've been playing a lot of Street Fighter V, so it's like that's another person that you cannot count out in like whatever they enter. So that was really awesome to see them find that success here in GBVS.
Yeah.
Now, who we got next?
Yeah, so up next we've actually got somebody who is also very prominent in the North American PC scene, which is going to be Rowlet, who, you know, is our first up to bat, so I'll talk about her first, because I don't believe the opponent is, no, okay. Yeah, so Rowlet, she's one of the more prominent North American PC players, right? She's based out of East Coast, from California or whatever, and she has been turning it up at like, because they've been starting to do Granblue offline over there again recently, right? So she's good on the mic, she's good at the sticks, she's just all around a Granblue player, right? And I think she's going to be one of the stronger Percivals that you see in this bracket today. And honestly, probably tomorrow too.
That's right. I mean, winner of this makes top 48.
Yeah.
So this is a lot on the line in this match, and their opponent, there is right now setting up Bula Bros repping the rep of Bula Bros, Davy Gone Z. Z. You know what that Z means?
Zed.
That they're the final evolution of the Davy Gone series.
That's right. Yeah.
All
no, that's not true because it's Super, right? Davy Gone Super.
Davy Gone Z Super.
Davy Gone Super, right?
That is your player one is Davy Gone, so it'd be fun to see what they bring to this table. I mean, they've made it this far already, and but you know, up against Rowlet with the Snack Box Micro, it's going to be one of the strongest players to have to try to contend to make it out here. So I'm excited. I'm really curious.
Yeah. I think Rowlet was the first person to like let me like hold the snack box because I hadn't held one yet. And I was like, this is the lightest thing I've ever, like, I've held. How do you keep this on your lap while playing, right? Like, and it turns out on the back is a nice, like, little thing. So I was like, oh, okay, now this makes a lot of sense, right? But hers is a little decked out because it's got colors that light up as you press the buttons and whatnot. Or are they all like that?
They're all like that.
Oh,
that
okay.
comes out of the box. Like you program it yourself with whatever colors, and it could do different things on there. So it's fully customizable.
Oh, okay. Well,
with the LEDs, it is fantastic, and I'm not just saying that because I own one.
But yeah, for sure. I was not ready the first time I saw it, and I was. But the reason I bring this up is because she only very recently switched to hitbox, I believe.
Okay.
So you know it's now. But what I mean by recently is like there's been months in between the switch, right?
Yeah.
So it's only semi-recently, but some people pick stuff up quick. I think she has, because. One thing that they were joking about in the hotel room was that Rowlet used to have a lot of trouble doing auto combo into Super for like basically no reason at all, right? And then she was hitting it, like, and it's like it's normally not like a really hard like thing.
Yeah, but it's something. It's like everyone has a little execution thing,
yeah.
right? But then like for me, I always look at it. If you play PC games, if you play on keyboard, anything on keyboard, if you're proficient at typing, you will have your segue into leverless controller could really be easy.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Rowlet types at like a speed of which I've never seen. So they are ready with that. So
yeah, I mean, I guess I wouldn't know. But yeah, so just getting a button check going through. The only other character I can think of that Rowlet would play is Cagliostro.
Okay.
After Percival, but I think Percival is gonna be the pick in most situations. And Percival is never a bad pick, right?
I agree. I hope it's Percival because we finally get a Percival on stream. Again, we've been riding this like cool character variety. You know, we get to see them bust out this character, and we get to see just how fun and just how awesome Percival can be.
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to think of the characters we have. So we haven't seen Lowain, Percival, Eustace,
Ladiva or
Jita.
Percival.
No, we saw Ladiva. No, that was the 10v10. Never mind, we haven't seen
yet.
Ladiva today. So yeah, so now we're getting two characters that we haven't seen today yet, which is very nice.
But there's other like really strong Ladivas here. I think Seth Series
is here. Yes, that is correct.
I know Jan didn't come.
Yeah.
And that's always like synonymous.
Jan
with, like,
was in the
character.
bracket though, I think. Maybe not. Maybe
I don't even think they even register. But that's like when I think of Ladiva, that's like Seth Series,
Absolutely.
Jan, and it's just like this character. They can't. They try to like nerf her down, but the players are like doesn't matter.
No, absolutely. I agree. She is. It's so interesting because what they do is they change her a bunch, right?
Can we talk about that guy's shirt? Hold on.
Shirt, yeah. No,
it actually has his like handle on it.
Yep.
Could
be a sponsor
love
shirt.
that. Oh my goodness.
Could be the sponsor shirt.
That
right?
is clean. That is real clean.
Look, I gotta be real. It's almost as clean as Percival. Percival
Dang.
is so cool. That character. I mean, look at him.
We're looking at Ladiva right now. Hold on.
She's beautiful.
She is majestic, all right?
She is beautiful. Percival is cool. There's like a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like neither are higher up on the hierarchy for me. It's just they I like them for different reasons. You get it?
I like. Okay. Yes. But the block, but try to use the 5U. Try to. That's her unique action. She kind of just does like a running grab, and you probably don't hit that. It's very rare. But hey. try to see what they can get away with.
Yeah, the whip punish. And that's one of the beautiful things about Percival. If you have Traumarized stacks, right, and you're already going to be whip punishing anyway, but now the whip punishes seem a lot more scary because of the Traumarized stacks, right? The Lord Strike is just going to be able to blow you up. There it is! Hey, would you look at that?
Charges up too. And now it's on Davy Gonzis to find something here. Okay, this is the grappler character. Ladiva just wants to get in and give you a hook, but a little too early. Chip is about to be a factor, but the trade happens instead.
Some spaghetti on both sides going on right there. Unfortunately, Davy Gon Z trying to go for, like, you know, the reset and the grapple, of course, which is a Ladiva staple and very strong. You're going to take a ton of damage for that. But the 5 Ancient Round starts to catch the Lord Strike, got the plus frames on it. Still, though, Rowlet mashes out, uses a command grab of her own.
Okay. Charges up there, I like that. Has a lot of stock on deck. Used it both for pressure, looking good here. And there's the first use of that 2U, that sweep from Ladiva. One of the best sweep in the game.
Yeah, it may as well be the best sweep in the game.
What is it? What doesn't it beat, you know?
Well, it's also just what she gets off of it compared to other characters, right?
Yeah,
like, you can actually just straight up mash sweep it in the card string, and that would be not terrible. But there it is, come back. Rowlet is, I feel like a purveyor of command grab, of X-Seal. Like, she loves to use X-Seal from what I've noticed. I only got to play her briefly in the hotel room once, but you best believe I got command grabbed a few times.
Hey, and that's my favorite strategy. Grab the grappler.
Yeah, for sure.
Grab the. I'm not afraid to give you.
They'll never expect this.
You thought you're gonna grab me? No! I'm here to show you the world. And nice inject. That's how the answer is. It's always sometimes like that gap there for the EX headbutt. You can blow that up with a nice reversal, and you got one of the best with Percivals.
Okay,
stood up into it.
Here. Oh, but there's the reset. Okay, Davy Gonzi is starting to find a little bit of footing here. Gonna go for the safe jump. Yeah.
Nice combos into it. It goes for all the way in. Does not opt to go for like the 2P, light punch into sweep.
Yeah. Was just opting for the Oh wow, the wake up mash. I feel like Rowlet has been wake up mashing quite a bit. There's a lot of different things. Oh, and there it is finally.
Again, the biggest thing is Rowlet has been standing up into every lariat.
Yeah, actually, you're correct, because you can duck Lariat and then you can punish Ladiva, because Lariat is if you play a 3D game, it's a high, so you can duck it, right? Like,
yeah, you get a punish every time you block it. It's a guard break.
Yep.
And Ladiva is at advantage.
Yeah, she is definitely gonna make you wish you ducked that.
Okay, good reversal. Nice challenges in from Rowlet. Pressure's on. Davy on, nice. Saw the whiff, gets the sweep. Headbutt pressure, and the light headbutt was a little bit buffed in a patch or two ago. So a little bit faster to connect, but oh, the empty jump sweep. Gotta watch out. Command grab, a nice jump back.
Yeah, I think Rowlet started to recognize that command grab after a couple of jump ins, or maybe a 2L is quite prominent for Davy Gonzi, right? So just trying to negate that. There's the sweep, the 2U, finish it off right there.
Crowd getting hype here for Rowlet. They want to see their NAPC captain make it out into top 48. Yeah. Davy Gon's been putting up this fight though, but Rowlet starting it out with getting some stocks, getting some pressure, some checks.
Yeah, the really important check right there to stop the got the command throw. It's going to be a little bit of damage only because it was the light version, but
that's dead.
5U?
No, what? It connected, but didn't go for a full conversion. Could have been it.
I rarely ever see that move connect at all.
All right, Rowlet on the offense. Davy Gon's had a big chance to let it go.
Oh, no! Oh, big spaghetti from the both of them, honestly.
Okay, guard break. Nice jump back. This is good. Rowlet has Davy Gon's in the corner. What does Davy Gon's do here?
Trying to go for the lariat, but okay, Rowlet was actually ducking this time. So, I mean, finally the adaptation is here.
The grab!
Oh my goodness! Oh, but there's a DP to get past the headbutt. Now headbutt is non-existent, but there's the Skybound gonna get jumped over!
Yeah!
And Rowlet goes straight into auto combo! Super Skybound on and finishes it off!
Oh, weakness no more! Auto combo into Super Skybound. She makes it out into top 48. Overcome with emotions. Congrats, Rowlet.
She did it, yeah.